Being clever is not that clever. If being clever requires tact, then there's something else to this riddle that you did not buy with that. Allow me to give that to you now. The piece of this puzzle you need to see is very simple. We divide up our language. We migrate. One language becomes many branches of the same tree, that language. Another language becomes many branches of the same tree, another language. At the root, you have core language, developed by core beings. Any being with enough intelligence will create any language, any way possible. All they need is imagination. Now, back to the tact. The reason I said that is because these trees dance around each other. And after all these years, that one language life, creates you to divide you from yourself and calls it God. Well, if one language was the ultimate language here, that one language grew many trees, my dear, and is only fighting itself with its own language. In the tact, I found it. It's in the word. Divide them up, they said. No. Be fruitful and multiply. Well, if you take a circle and you divide it, you've also multiplied it into two. You took one and made two. However, you made lesser of the two from the one. And like that, we need to go back to our source language as one, not divided. To multiply sounds fun, but when you get lost in math, everyone, you lose sense of what's really sensible here. Good logic is great. Good logic with a bad heart is hell. So I'll bring you back together like I did now. That's the origin. That's as good as it gets for your language. The greatest language you'll ever know is not word or is made with words. The greatest language you'll ever understand is the one that you communicate with without your words. That is the most subtle language on the planet. And that language keeps it safe when it nurtures that language at its core for being what we are being, not divided anymore from our truth, which is you are the creator. You're creating yourself now. We've been creating this world with ourself as that self the entire time somehow, without knowing it. Now we know. So if you come back to the information now with it, good. You could stop fighting the other parts of yourself because you don't communicate well with your words. Perhaps you need the first language. We call that love. And we use words to describe it. So what is life? Well, it's love in every language. There you go. Every language. Love is the first language. That's what this is all about. And that's what you need now. To heal the world. To care. Not divide it up. If you want to multiply it, be fair. Do it with love. Because it's only ever getting tired of itself being split apart for so hard and so long. So if you want to come back together, you have to do it with your heart. Put that circle back together. It's you. The perfect circle. That belongs to love and love alone. You don't need words for it. So when we're done talking, we can sit in revered silence with our love.